magkakaroon ng masamang epekto yung Dengvaxia.
But I am very, very, very sorry.
Time to know the news of the week. I'm Ria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. Flood hit Metro Manila and parts of Luzon after days of heavy downpour. Let's take a look on how local governments responded on calamity-stricken areas. Here's Hannah Tabios.
This is the situation in Malanday Elementary School in Marikina City, which houses around 6,000 evacuees. It's an evacuation center we usually know, just that this time it showcases modular tents as temporary shelter of calamity victims. Because of these, the city got praises for its disaster preparedness. The tents are made up of the same materials used in the regular ones. The only difference is that the roofs are open to allow air ventilation. Families billeted here enjoy privacy, security, and somehow comfort. Later on, Makati and Quezon City also presented their own versions of temporary homes for evacuees. Based on the latest report of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, around 800,000 individuals or approximately 200,000 families in regions 1, 3, Calabarzon, Cordillera, and NCR had been affected by habagat. This after torrential rains hit Metro Manila and other parts of Luzon last weekend, inundating some areas. For one, Rojas Boulevard turned into sea of trash after Manila Bay brought back pieces of garbage thrown at it. Environmental groups appealed anew to the public for proper waste disposal. For cash and in-kind donations, you may contact the following. This is Hannah Tabias for the MB Rundown.
The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority is continuously monitoring vehicles passing along EDSA. Following the week-long dry run of high-occupancy vehicle or HOV scheme that started Wednesday. MMDA Metro Base Operations Commander Vicente Felizardo said first rehearsal of the new traffic measure turned out successful. Around 3,000 were monitored violating the single-passenger ban Wednesday. Meanwhile, provincial bus ban took effect also on the same day.
Yung Kamuning Flyover southbound, EDSA Kamuning Flyover southbound, every day from 7 to actually minsan na maabot ng 12, mabigat siya eh. Pero kanina, ang luwag ng Kamuning Flyover. Yung ini-implement natin yung actually dalawa yung naging implementation natin kanina eh. Yung SOB lane saka yung provincial bus ban along EDSA.
However, Felizardo admitted the challenge in determining number of passengers in heavily tinted vehicles. The Land Transportation Office is yet to release updated regulations regarding car tints, according to him. The staged HOV scheme will run until August 23 at these hours. However, some senators opposed its implementation and urged MMDA to consult first the public about it. The House of Representatives decided to resume its deliberations on the 2019 proposed national budget. This after a compromise with the Department of Budget and Management or DBM was met Wednesday. Last Saturday, the lower chamber announced suspension of budget briefings until further notice. This was due to its opposition to cash-based budgeting. Under the cash-based system, the administration eyes utilization of next year's proposed 3.757 trillion pesos fund within the fiscal year. But the House thinks it must be obligation-based to ensure delivery of basic services since the budget can be used within 2 years or more. Will the Philippines hear the Balangiga bells ringing again? The U.S. Embassy in Manila confirmed that Defense Secretary James Mathis notified their Congress about his department's intention to return the bells. No specific date yet as to when will this be. Nevertheless, Malacanang welcomed this development. It can be recalled that in his 2017 State of the Nation address, President Duterte asked the U.S. to give back the historic bells. American soldiers took 3 bells in 1901 after they massacred people of Balangiga in eastern Samar. This was in retaliation to the death of 48 Americans following the attack of Filipino revolutionaries in a U.S. garrison. Basketball fans are all excited as Cleveland Cavaliers' Jordan Clarkson joins Gilas, Pilipinas for this year's Asian Games in Jakarta, Indonesia. NBA initially turned down Gilas' request to include the Cavs guard in the team. But on Tuesday, Philippine delegation to Asian Games Chief Richard Gomez said that Clarkson was finally allowed to play. In his previous interviews, Gilas coach Yang Giao said Clarkson's participation can help Philippine team to advance in the tournament. Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
PIDEA Director General Aaron Aquino claimed that 1 ton of shabu worth around 7 billion pesos allegedly inside magnetic filters slipped through customs watch. However, President Duterte said this is purely speculation. Meanwhile, a Makati court ordered for the arrest of suspected big-time drug lord Peter Lim. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio has forged alliances with the 9 political parties for her regional party Hugpong ng Pagbabago Monday. These include Senator Cynthia Villar's Nacionalista Party and Ilocos Norte Governor Amy Marcos's Ilocanong Timpuyog. This is for the 2019 midterm elections. The palace declared August 21 Tuesday as a regular holiday in observance for the Idil Adha. This is also a special non-working holiday marking the 35th death anniversary of former Senator Ninoy Aquino. August 27, Monday, is also a regular holiday for the celebration of the National Heroes Day.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB rundown for today, August 17. Public lauds level up evacuation shelters of some LGUs for flood victims. MMDA continues dry run for driver-only ban. Budget deliberations will resume after a compromise is reached between the House and DBM. U.S. Defense has expressed intention to return Balangiga bells according to U.S. Embassy in Manila. And Cleveland Cavaliers guard Jordan Clarkson joins Gilas, Pilipinas in Asian Games. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.